Yeah, I guess we are live now. Yeah, we are please continue. Yeah, I guess. Uh, okay, so yeah, hi everyone. Welcome back to Geeks for Geeks practice, and welcome back to the session as well. Okay, all of you can just give me a thumbs up in the chat if everything is working fine right now. Okay, then we'll get started. So all those people who have joined the session, they can quickly give a thumbs up in the charts so that we can get started with the session. Okay. All right. So let me quickly share my screen and show you why we are here today. So guys, as you already know that thanks a lot Ishita Kansal. Right. So as you already know that Geeks for Geeks summer training is currently going on. Right. So we are here to discuss about Geeks for Geeks summer training. Apart from this, so I'll share this screen later on. Apart from this, we are also here to discuss about the importance of data structures and algorithms uh, in day-to-day life in interviews as well. Okay. So I hope that you are all of you are as excited as I am for this particular session. Now, since many people have joined, so let me quickly introduce myself. So, although many of you might be knowing, those of you who have done a bit of DSA on Geeks for Geeks. So, hi everyone, my name is Yash Dwivedi, and currently I'm working as a software development engineer at Geeks for Geeks. Besides this, I'm also a data structures, algorithms, and competitive programming mentor at Geeks for Geeks. I've been teaching since past 3 years, and I've been a software engineer since past 6 months at Geeks for Geeks. Besides this, I've also been a SD intern at Geeks for Geeks. So I have quite relevant experience in data structures algorithms, and I have also studied system design a lot for interviews. So I can share those experiences with you. So I hope that you are as excited as I am for today. Okay, so let me quickly share my screen and then we'll start. So if you will see this particular part, right? So let me open one whiteboard as well. Okay, so I've opened my writing pad as well so that we can discuss a little bit of things on my writing pad. So, guys, the thing is that once summer starts, right? So, why this season is important? Because right now, in most of the colleges, the exams have just got over. Either your what you can say end semester examination, or you can say mid sem, whatever might be going on, depends on admission to admission, but mostly people are free since their semester is almost over right now. So now you have time. So you will be getting 1 or 2 months summer break. So it's very important to utilize your summer break. The reason being because in most of the companies, that in most of the colleges, companies visit just after the summer vacation, or they start visiting around about the mid of June or end of June. Okay, so that's why it's very important to keep yourself updated for data structures, algorithms, and little bit of system design as well. If you're planning to crack a good product-based company in a good metropolitan city or even a remote job. Okay, so you guys can quickly let me know in the chat how much is your experience in terms of your in terms of data structures and algorithms, whether you are a beginner or you are an intermediate or uh, you have just started with DSA, right? So you guys can tell me about it, then I'll share the details further. So basically, if you will see what is the relevance of this program. So the thing is that when you are going to start, when you have these summer vacations, so you don't have any distractions of your college. Okay, Ishita Kansal says intermediate. Okay. Also, one more thing, you can keep on posting your questions in the comment section. Okay, I'll be actively looking in the comment section, in the chat section, and you can keep on posting your doubts. Whatever doubts you have, you feel that I can answer them, so you can ask them freely. I'll be definitely answering all of them. So if you will see here, the thing is that during summer vacations, what happens during summer vacations is you get 100% of the time. Okay, because you don't have to complete any assignments, you don't have to go to classes, you don't have to complete 75% attendance, right? So the thing is, guys, that when you are having such free time, so why not utilize it to upgrade yourself in terms of DSA? So basically, if you want, okay, I'll share this in the chat. So let me try and share this in the chat if it's visible. Yeah. So basically, or you can see the link that has been shared in the description. Okay, there is no link that is shared in the description. So give me a second. I'll share the relevant link on GFG practice also. Okay, for our live stream. Uh, just give me a second. Okay, so I'm not sure whether it will be shown or not, but yeah, I've still shared it. So yeah, basically, in Geeks for Geeks summer training, first of all, if you want to explore the courses that are relevant to you and other things, so what you can do is you can basically first of all, in order to get the gist of it, you can basically write your name. Okay, then you can just fill up the email address. And after filling up the email address, you can fill your phone number, your college, then your preferred mode of training. There are three kind of courses that are there. First of all, you have got the self-paced course. Okay, then you have got the live classes. Then you have got the offline classes as well. I'll talk about all these things bit by bit. But first of all, let me discuss about the importance of data structures and algorithms and system design in general. Okay, Sanket Jaiswal also says intermediate. Very good, Sanket Jaiswal. So yeah, basically what happens is when you talk about the data structures and algorithms around in various companies. So in most of the product-based companies that are there, for example, it can be Google or many other companies. For example, if you talk about DSA, so I guess I can say very clearly that if you are a SD1, SD2, SD3, like less than 6 years of experience, or maybe let's say less than 4 year experience or 3 year experience, then mostly you can say 80 to 90% hiring is based on DSA only. Okay, the percentage is more than this, but 80% of the 90% questions are being asked from one and only topic, that is data structures and algorithms. That's why it's important. If you think about companies like Amazon and others, then also DSA is asked. For example, for any company, if you let's say if you'll apply, okay, so for applying your resume will be first of all shortlisted. When you talk about resume, then in terms of resume, you can say one thing very clearly that your resume is going to be judged based on the projects that you have made, based on the coding profiles that you have. For example, if you have good profile on platforms like, let's say, Code Forces, okay, then if you have good profiles on platform like Geeks for Geeks, if you have good profile on Code Forces, then GFG and many other coding platforms, then it will give your resume an edge over others. And also the thing is that you will get what you will get an edge over others, because if your coding profiles are better, so chances are that you can get referrals easily. Okay, because since my coding profile was good, so I can say that I got interview opportunity at Geeks or Geeks because of my coding profiles, right? Then apart from this, at many other startups, at many other edtechs also, I got calls. Although I'm not joined, but I did get calls from them because my profile was pretty good. Okay, so if your coding profiles is good, if you're good in DSA, then your coding profiles will be good. Okay, if your coding profiles are good, your resume will be good. If your resume is good and your coding profiles are good, chances are that you will get interview opportunity easily at many organizations, because you'll get referrals easily. Okay, after this, what happens in the second in this as a second step after applying, or you can say the first step of the hiring process, is basically you can say coding round step. Okay, so coding round, what happens in these coding rounds? Mostly there are two parts of it. First part is the coding questions that are asked. Okay, basically you have to code two or three questions. They can be easy, medium, hard level questions. Okay, so you have to do DSA questions, as well as you can be asked some of the MCQs. Now, in terms of MCQs, they might ask you some MCQs based on, let's say, Linux. They might ask you some MCQs based on the SQL queries. They might ask you certain things based on the database management system. They might ask you certain things about computer networks, operating systems as well. So basically, these small topics are asked. One of the topics that is asked is object oriented programming as well. So if you will see here, you have got DSA problems in coding rounds, then you have got MCQs. So MCQs are easy to cover. You can cover them from Geeks for Geeks by just searching top Linux interview questions or top MCQs on Linux. You'll get the links. And for DSA part, it requires a lot of practice, right? So if you are good with this, then you'll clear this round. Then after this, what happens in most of the company, guys? In most of the companies, after this, you have the interview rounds, right? So you have the technical interview rounds. That is what I'm saying. You might have two or three technical interview rounds. Okay, two or three technical interview rounds might be taken. Uh, for your candidature. And in these interview rounds, mostly I can say that first of all you will be asked DSA questions, right? That is the first thing. DSA questions are asked in these interview rounds also. At least two DSA questions will be asked. At least two question per session, per round will be asked. Okay. Sometimes they might ask two or three questions. They might ask three, also depends on the time. Then you will be asked questions based on your resume. If you have some previous work, if you have some made some projects, they might ask you something about it. Then they might also ask you about what? They might also ask you about uh, let's say some computer science fundamentals. So they might also ask you about CS fundamentals as well. Okay. So these are the things that are mostly asked. So guys, yeah, you can give a thumbs up because you're not reacting in the chat. Okay. So yeah, then after that you can be asked about computer science fundamentals as well in the interviews, right? So this is what normally happens. But these days the trend is also changing. Okay. Earlier this used to be the straightforward trend. Then after this you used to have the HR route. Okay. But these days the trend is changing a bit. Apart from data structures and algorithms, sometimes the company also focuses on the projects as well as computer fundamentals as well as system design. Okay. When I say system design, so it can be said as low level design as well as high level design, because low level design and high level design can be asked in interviews. For example, somebody might ask you to do what? They might ask you to build a lift system, okay, designing an elevator system, things like that. So basically, when you talk about the technical interview rounds, so earlier what used to happen during the COVID times or before the COVID times, everyone was mostly asked DSA and CS fundamentals, but now they want you to be job ready from the very first day. That is why they have also introduced certain rounds where the companies only directly come and they ask you about the system design. Okay, for example, you must have used elevators. Okay, yes or no, guys? In your real life, you must have used elevators, right? So elevator basically is lift, right? So basically, you must have seen that in a certain when you are in a big building, okay, when you are in a corporate building or something, then elevators are very efficient. Okay, if you click on a button, it will tell you that you have to go using the first lift, second lift, A lift, B lift, C lift, D lift. Okay, so all these things that are real life scenarios, right? Designing elevator. So basically, this is actually a real life problem. So you need to think that what kind of class you can make. Okay, what kind of classes you can make, what kind of things you need. Okay, so in terms of this, you can say that this comes under the category of low level design. Okay, if you are talking about the code level part, that how will the classes look like, how will the structure of your code look like, okay, on the very base level, in terms of solid principles, in terms of dry principles, in terms of, you can say, design patterns, right? So designing, for example, this is a very popular question, as I said, design an elevator system. Okay, elevator system. So if you want to clear these interviews, then you should study these case studies. Okay, you should study about these problems, that how, what are the various ways to design an elevator. Okay, because you can use the first come first serve method or many other things that are there. There can be many solutions that can be possible. So which one is the best, or whether you want to give priority to certain lift or what? Okay, in terms of emergency and whatever can be the scenarios. Okay, then if you see, then after this, for example, another popular question is design snake and ladder game. Okay, design, let's say, tic tac toe. Okay, tic tac toe low level design. Then maybe another question can be what? Another question can be design snake and ladder. Okay. So these questions that are there, they come under the low level design category. Okay. Why we are saying low level design? Because in these we talk about code. We talk about the actual code, like how the classes are going to look like, how the elevator is like, how are we going to design elevator? What classes do we need to have? Get elevator. Okay. And all these things, get the elevator and whatever functions we require. Then in tic tac toe also, if you will see, this is another real life problem that we have, another real life use case. Snake and ladder games are there. Then apart from this, basically, let's say if you have to do what, if you see, there are parking systems that are there. Okay, so for example, you have problems like design parking system. Okay, designing of the parking system is there. So this is another example. For example, in parking system, people will be parking, right? So in that case, you will make like suppose that there is a person who is going to park. Okay, there is a visitor. Okay, if you see there is a visitor, guys, okay, I'll just tell you a brief about this. I'm not going into the much actual details, but if you see, let's say there is a visitor, okay, then there will be an admin of the parking as well, okay, then there will be staff that will be there, okay. In terms of parking, the parking system design, parking design system, you can say that you'll have visitor, you'll have admin, you'll have staff. Now, what you can say is that admin will also have a name, okay. Then visitor will also have a name, okay. Then you can say staff will also have a name. Then maybe I want to store the phone number also. So you can see that phone number will be there for admin, okay. Phone number will be there for the visitor also. Let's say if I'm storing, then for staff also I need the phone number, guys. So tell me one thing, guys. Tell me one thing in the chat. If I'm talking about this parking, designing a parking lot system, so don't you think that a lot of code is being repeated? Because I am using the name variable in visitor class as well. I'm using the name variable in admin class as well as I'm using the name variable in staff class. When I'm using phone number in visitor, I'm using phone number in admin. I'm using phone number for staff as well. So basically, how we can handle this situation? So we can say that everything is like we don't want to write repeated code. Okay. So in this case, we can say that basically we can make a person class first of all. Okay. And in this person class, what can I do? I can say that every person will have a name. Every person, let's say, will have a mobile number also. Okay. And let's say, yeah, these things will be there. Then after this, I can say that from this parent class, that is person class, I can make what? I can make a visitor class. Okay. Visitor class will keep a track of the visitors that are there. Then after that, you can say that I can have what? After visitor class, I can have, let's say, admin class, where I will have one, two, or three admins, depending on the requirement. Then after this, I will have the staff that is there in the parking lot. Okay. So now since everybody will be inheriting from the main person class, okay, because this is the parent class now. So every other class is going to inherit. For example, visitor class, admin class, and staff class are going to inherit. So in that case, they don't have to do what? They don't have to write redundant code, okay? Because you don't have to write name, mobile number for visitor, admin, and staff independently. So this is where the low-level design thing comes into play, okay? Then there are a lot of other things that every class should have only one responsibility. So solid principle is there, then dry principle, then how you will follow strategy pattern or what kind of pattern you will follow to solve a certain low-level design problem. So are you clear, guys, why low-level design is important and what interviews, like what the companies will expect? So they will expect that you will write that, yes, I need to make a person class, I need to have visitor, admin, staff, and how I will make other functions inside, right? Is this much part clear to everyone, guys? You can just let me know about this. Does this make sense so far? Okay, this is why low-level design is pretty important. Everyone can give you a plus one if you're clear so far. I hope that it does make sense absolutely to all of you. Okay, thanks a lot, Rakav, and thanks a lot, everyone. Okay, now when it comes to high-level design, okay, so what happens is there is another important topic, that is high level design. Okay, this both low level design and high level design, both of them comes under the system design category only. So when you talk about the high level design now, so as the term already suggests, when we say low level design, then we have to think about the raw code. Okay, what kind of code we are going to write, what kind of classes we are going to have. When it comes to high level design, then you can say that as a whole, how the system is going to look like, what kind of technologies do we need to use, what kind of DevOps is required, what kind of caching is required, whether I want to use Kafka or whether I want to use something else, okay? Whether I want to use a NoSQL database or what kind of databases I want to use. Okay, for example, if I'm doing what? If I am, let's say if I have to design anything, okay? Let's say if I have to design hackathon system, okay? What does it mean that I have to design hackathon? Let's say if I have to design hackathon event system, okay? So in hackathon event system, a lot of people might come, right? So maybe like if there is a lot of participation, okay, if there is a lot of participation, okay, if there is a lot of participation in the hackathons, then I might have to use NoSQL database, okay. How I will keep the server up and running, okay. Whether I want to use uh, a certain kind of tech stack, what is the drawback of using a certain kind of tech stack and all those things, okay. these kind of problem statements comes under the category of high level design. When I have to see that what kind of classes I'll make and what other things for freshers who are passing out from degree, is system design important? I can say that for freshers who are passing out, low level design is important for you. Okay, low level design concepts are important, and if you want to learn about them, then you can check out the GFG system design course, which has the low level as well as the high level design. Okay, you can also do one thing. If you want to explore free resource of GFG, then you can just search system design. Like let's say search, you can search elevator. Okay, system design. Okay, GFG. If I'll search this thing, so you will see schedule uh, elevator. So I'll show you. Let's say low level design of lift system. Let's say GFG. Okay, they can be many things. Schedule this thing. Number of ways. Uh, okay. So yeah, designing an elevator is one question. Then you can see design payment system, let's say. Okay. Then I'll write GFG after this. So you'll see that you'll get a video, payment gateway definition, working and features. So you can go through these videos. Then a lot of other things will be there given to you, right? Whether you want third party, whether you want to use bank gateway or what, right? So these things will be there. So yeah, like basically it will help you to upskill. If you talk about another question of low level design, so you must have seen that there is one more very important thing, that is you can say, if you have to do what? If you have to design a comment system, you must have seen on GFG also we have a comment system, right? So I'll just show you. If I'll open the problem of the day or anything, okay. Let's say if I do what? If I open problem of the day and such things, and then if I'm just showing you the commenting system. You can see here, guys, that we have got a like we have got comments here, right? You can see this particular part that people are commenting. Okay, then other people can reply to those comments as well. If I'll uh, uh, tag them according to if I'll filter according to most rated, you can see here that people are commenting. Then you can reply also. You can see that replies are there. So you must have seen similar commenting system in Reddit also. Okay, so Reddit this discuss section. Okay, so if I'll open this kind of thing, okay, so you can see here that when you open the Reddit discuss section, then you can see that you're having certain post, okay, comments, then you're having replies of those comments. So basically, this kind of problems is what it comes under the category of designing a comment system. Okay, design a discuss discuss, or you can say discuss, or you can say comment system like or let's talk about discuss only. Okay, design a discuss platform like Reddit. Okay, platform like Reddit. Okay, these are real world scenarios. They're not going to ask you to do end to end coding, but yes, they are going to ask how your classes are going to look like, how other things are going to look like. Okay, so that's why these things are important. Design a discuss platform like Reddit. Okay, now if this kind of question can be asked. For example, if there is a post, okay, then this guy will have a child post. Okay, let's say there is a parent like this, there is a comment, like there is a comment or post. You can say, let's say this is a post or this is a comment. Okay, now what will happen here is, now you will have another comment here. For this particular comment, let's say you have a comment here. Then for this particular comment, you have another comment here. Okay. Now, so you can see here that this is forming like a tree structure. Okay. This forms like a tree structure. So basically, you will keep on calling for the next post up till the child is available. Okay. And if you want to hide a certain post, so can you delete this post directly? No, you cannot delete this post directly. If you want to remove this post, suppose if you remove this post, then all the other children posts will get removed. So you cannot delete this directly. Okay, then you can do what? Maybe you can say that you can mark its visibility as false. Let's say if somebody has commented something bad and you want to hide this post, so you can mark this as is like you can say that the visibility of this guy will become false. Okay, you can mark it as false basically. So these kind of things you might be asked. Okay, so low level design as well as high level design of Reddit can be asked. Especially in terms of low level design, it's very easy to design it, because you can see that for every post, for every comment you will make, you will have a comment ID for it, right? You will have a comment ID for it. You can say that you will have a variable, you will have a image that everyone can post. Okay. Then after that, you can say that you will are allowed to write text. Okay. Then you will then you will allow the reply feature for it, and then you can say that how many people are liking that post. You will keep a store of that also. Okay, let's say if you want to allow dislike feature also. Okay, so these things are there. So these are some real life problems that you will definitely encounter when you think about uh, system design. Okay, so as I said, under the system design category, you have basically got the low level design. Okay, when I say low level design, so it comes to the very grassroots level of thinking what code we have to write. Okay, what classes we need to make. For example, I had shown you for parking system. If you have admin, if you have visitor, if you have got staff, so all of them will have name and mobile number. So you can make a person class, and all the other classes like visitor class, and then you can say a staff class and the admin class, they can inherit from the parent class, so that they don't need phone number and other stuff to be stored independently. Okay, I think to make low level design strong, we need strong object oriented programming. So basically, yes, you need strong object oriented programming. In fact, that is also covered at Geeks or Geeks. Okay, if you will see, so you can see object oriented programming for interviews. Okay, for interviews. You can see here must do object-oriented programming for interviews. Okay, if you will search GFG after it, so you'll get top 30, top 40 interview questions that are currently being asked and that are inside in the trend. Okay, so once you cover these basics, then the classes that are there at Geeks or Geeks, they also definitely teach these things. Okay, so yeah, then you have the high level design. So as I said, like low level design means that you have to talk about code level things. Okay, high level design means that how the overall system is going to look like. So how the database is going to look like, what kind of logging system you will have, okay, and many other things that are there. So uh, how the components are going to interact with each other, and a lot of things can be there. How DevOps, what kind of DevOps are you going to use, what kind of languages you are going to use, okay, how much downtime you require, like how much downtime you don't want for your system and all those things. So a lot of details are there in high level design, obviously. So you might be asked about this, and maybe what are cron jobs, and a lot of basic questions can be asked from high level design also. But it is a good idea to prepare for low level design also. Okay, so I'll just show you if you want to enroll, like if you want to choose these things now. So let's say first of all I can do what I'm just saying this because if you will register and then explore, so that's better for you. Okay, so you can just search GFG summer training. Okay, what you have to search is you have to search for GFG summer training. Okay, so you can just search GFG summer training and then you'll come across this kind of course, like this kind of page. And then here you can select whether you're from first year or what. For example, if we have four categories basically, whether you are a first year or second year student. So if you are a beginner basically, whether you are a final year, third year or final year student. So basically, if you are someone who is about to enter into the internship season or the placement season, then you can select this option. For example, for someone like me, I am a working professional with less than 2 years of experience. So I'll select the third option. Okay, you can select the option as per your choice. Then you have three kind of courses that are there. Okay, so I'll tell you about them. Basically, there is a self-paced course that is there. Okay. Now, what do I mean by self-paced course? The course is itself, the name itself is explanatory that it is a recorded course. Okay. So in this, you will get recorded problems. For example, if you're joining for DSA or system design, then you will get recorded videos, articles, then practice problems for all of them. Okay. You will get support also if you have certain issues. Then you can ask it to our team also, right? Then you have the live classes. So live classes from anywhere means what? Basically, if you will see, so you also have the live classes section. Now what happens in the live classes basically, guys? So during the live classes, what you can expect is that you can attend the live classes from anywhere. Okay, for example, we have several batches, like we have something known as tech preparing for tech interviews 101 for system design and DSA. Okay, so there are courses like this which happen, like suppose there is a 3 hour class that is going to happen on Saturday and Sunday for DSA or for system design, then you can join those kind of classes. If you're someone who likes to do what? If you're someone who likes to attend offline, or if you're someone who is in, let's say, Noida, Bangalore, okay, or you are in Gurgaon, or you're in Pune, okay, then you can attend our offline classes as well. Okay, so you can select the options as per your choice, and then suppose if I will select live classes here. Okay, let's say if I'm someone who wants to attend live classes, then after that, I can select which courses I want. Okay. So you can see here that preparing for college placement, this particular course, let's say if I am someone who is wanting to prepare for let's say if I'm wanting to prepare for what, let's say if I want to switch to a high paying job, okay, let's say after that I'll select what, star coding, your first time learner. So let's say if I want to master DSA and development, then prepare for college placement. So let's say I've selected these three options. Okay, then once I will click on the register option, right now if you'll see, so right now I cannot see anything. Okay, but when I will click on the register option, guys, okay, the moment you click on register, so it says that it thanks you for registering, and then it starts showing you the relevant courses. Okay, for example, as I said, now we had a tech interview 101 course. Okay, so you can see here that we have a DSA for preparation course, then DSA to development course, and then tech interview one, tech interview 101 course. In this particular course, what happens, you have first of all you will be covering data structures and algorithms for the 2 months, and then after that, for the rest of the time, most probably a year, you'll be doing system design discussions. Okay, so this is what generally happens in this course. If you want, you can check out these things. And also one more thing, guys, what are the benefits of joining this course? So many of the times, many after the summer vacation is over, now, companies might ask for certificate. Sorry, colleges might ask for certificate. Suppose if you're in college, okay, and after summer, now, like what happens is summer training. So when you talk about summer training, guys, so what happens in summer training, basically, like what happens in summer vacation now, colleges expect that after summer vacation, you have to show them about you have to show your summer training certificate. Okay, summer training certificate, sorry, yeah. So you have to show, they might ask you to show your summer training certificate. So if you have to show your summer training certificate, if you do courses from here, then you'll get a certificate for your hard work, considering that you have passed all the criteria that are required. If you have given proper assessments and all those things, then you will be getting certificates also, which you can show, which are required for your after your summer training. Okay. Another thing is that like those who will be the top performer. Okay, suppose that if I'm talking about Tech 101 batch, okay, in which you have the system design and data structures and algorithms that is being taught. So if you are a good performer, okay, if you have scored well, if you have done well in throughout the batch, and you have solved very good amount of problems, as you have done what, as well as you have performed well in the contest that we always take, and you are always scoring well after every test that happens, or you're solving all the assignments and modules in a great manner, then your resume will get reviewed, okay, by someone like me, or someone who is more experienced, better experienced than me. Okay, those who have industry level experience from Geeks for Geeks or from outside, they will review your resume. Okay, so then next up, you can say that you will get what, you will get resume review. If you are a top performer, if you are someone who has been very thorough and who has been very consistent throughout the course, then you might get a chance uh, to get your resume reviewed by someone from Geeks for Geeks. Okay, so you might get a chance for resume review. Okay, then after that, you might also get a chance for what, you might get a chance for 101 mock interviews. Okay, 101 mock interviews can also be given to you, okay, by our top mentors. Okay, so those who have given interviews for Google and other companies, or those who have worked there and now are working for Geeks for Geeks, so they will take your interviews if you are if you are one of the top performers. Okay, so these are the advantages. Now, when does this program start? So it has started from 14 May, basically. So it depends from the time, like basically from the time that you start it, we have started to take enrollments from the 14th of May. So if you want, you can join the course now, or depends, right? From as per your choice. If you want to show summer training certificates, this is the best opportunity that you have. Then you will get a certificate. Okay, you can join offline, you can join online, or you can join using any mode that you want. Okay, so can I choose multiple technologies? Yes, you can absolutely choose multiple technologies. As I said, for example, if I want to learn TSA and system design both, then I can choose the Tech 101 course. Okay, and if you want, you can choose some other courses also. Then will I receive certificate? Yes, after completion, you will definitely receive certificate. Which courses are eligible for certificate? You can see that only if you have enrolled in any live or offline program. So basically courses, for example, the DSA and system design course. course that is there, it is a live course. So during that course, definitely you're going to get certificates. Then, if you have any queries, then feel free to call on this number. Your queries will get answered. Okay. So you can see, for example, I had selected these options for myself. Okay. That I want to switch to a high paying job. Okay. I hope Geeks is looking into this. Yeah. Then mastering DSA and development. So you can see that it is recommending me Tech 101 course, then DSA 2 development course, and things like that. So basically, these things are there, and if you want to view all the courses, then you can click on view all, and you can explore other things as well. Okay. So if you want to get better in competitive programming, then we have competitive programming course, and many other courses are there. So like here we will give you a personalized recommendation if you register here. Okay. And this will help you to stay away from the clutter that is there. Okay. Because actually we have a lot of courses. So if you, whatever is your requirement, okay, according to that, if courses are suggested, that is the best thing. Okay. So you can check these things out. Now I'm open for the Q&A as well. So guys, you can give a thumbs up also for the same if you think that so far things have been fine and you have understood everything thoroughly. I hope that this session has been useful for you so far. Now I'm expecting that all of you will put up your questions. Okay. So I'm looking for your questions, guys. Okay. And definitely you can start asking your questions, and I would like to answer them one by one. Okay, so just quickly start putting up your questions, and I'll answer your questions one by one. If you have got any questions or you have got any queries regarding this course or regarding data structures, algorithms, or anything in general, then you can right now ask me and I'll clear that up. Okay, so yeah, like everyone can ask me, basically Raghav, Ishita, then Saket, Jaswal, and Athar. Everyone can ask me. Like you guys can ask me anything that you want. If you have any questions, you can put them up. I'm waiting for the next couple of minutes for answering your doubts. Okay, so I'll answer your doubts. If you have any issues regarding course or anything in general, if you want any advice, if I can give you any advice as a big brother, as a small brother, or whatever, so you can ask me. Right. Do you have any questions, guys? Or we are good to go for this particular session? Okay. So if you have any questions, I'm waiting for the next one more minute. If you have any questions, you can put them up in the chat, and I'll answer. I'll like to answer them definitely. Okay, I hope that you have enjoyed the session throughout and you had some learnings from it. We basically initially I was talking about this course, then I started teaching about system design in general. This system design and especially low level design is something that fascinates me a lot. Okay, I like low level design a lot. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we are good to go for today. Thank you guys for joining this particular session, and I hope that you will like your summer vacations to be productive. So, if you want it to be productive, then you can join Geeks for Geeks summer training program for 2024. You can enroll on this batch page, and then after that, what you can do is you can uh, you will get personalized course recommendations as per your experience and as per your requirement, and this would help you eventually to do things better. Okay, and you'll eventually get a high paying job, and then you can do whatever you want. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for joining this course, and thank you for being interested throughout this particular session, throughout the live session. I hope that you will have a great summer season. Make sure to upskill yourself. Okay, and try to try to always learn something new as much as possible in technology. And thank you guys. And if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments later on also, and I'll answer them. Thank you guys, and bye bye. Take care. I'll see you all in another life. Thank you guys. Take care.